fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there.
It's here, the G.I. Joe collection. Infantry Trooper. Codename Grunt. Bazooka Soldier. Codename Zap. Motor Soldier. Codename Short Fuse. Laser Rifle.
Short Fuse. I had that.
Flash. Ranger. Codename Stalker. Communications Officer. Codename Breaker. Machine Gunner. Codename Rock and Roll. Counterintelligence. Codename Scarlet. Commando. Codename Snake Eyes. Each sold separate. G.I. Joe from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Cobra's captured our attack cannon. Call it G.I. Joe.
Cobra Trooper.
Go get Breaker. He can do it.
He never gives up. He'll stay till the fight's won.
Get the rapid fire motorcycle.
G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Ow! He did it.
You've not seen the last of Cobra.
Now these, let me see. Yeah, these are, I think this is Series 1. I think they're real old. This is Series 1 or 2, because I think the first series, the arms couldn't turn. I remember that. I was talking to Wolfpack about that. I think the arms couldn't turn back then or something. I remember they were made differently when they first came out.
Last of Cobra.
G.I. Joe and Cobra the Enemy, each sold separately from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble.
Oh, that's I forgot that guy. Not Blizzard, Iceberg Blizzard. Wow, I forgot his name.
Oh, the members of the G.I. Joe team.
And here's Gung Ho, Airborne, Doc, and Snow Job.
Snow Job. I forgot what his name was.
Get aboard the Battle Bear. It's G.I. Joe to the rescue.
G.I. Joe, American hero.
We chased off Cobra. Way to go, Joe.
G.I. Joe Battle Bear, Joe and Cobra figures each sold separately from Hasbro.
He's a terrifying.
I remember that. That'll make you mad. When he was little, some of the not all the vehicles, sometimes the smaller vehicles came with the figure, but a lot of time they didn't. And that'll make you mad. Okay, you go in the store, or his parents, you're okay. Up there, it's begging and begging for the toys, and then get the toys home. Okay, there's no figure with the vehicle. How about that? They don't want to hear nothing about that. You just got something. They're like, okay, enjoy it and be quiet. Now that's it. But yeah, you be hating that. Okay, like I said, even though I tell you sold separately, sometimes the kids they be forgetting. So then you got a vehicle with no figures to go with it.
Enemy of G.I. Joe. Destro
His
is
tank.
his name. Destro is his name. American hero. Fighting evil Destro.
Introducing Destro.
You better watch out, Joe. Hey, what's going on? Destro's stealing our tank. We gotta stop him. We're gonna get you, Destro. You've met your
Is that tank motorized? I can't remember.
Destro is here.
The batteries.
G.I. Joe Battle Tank comes with figure, other figures, and Destro sold separately from Hasbro.
Maybe not.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Enemy blockade. Sending in the G.I. Joe motorized battle tank.
Oh, it is
Make
motorized.
it go left, right, forwards, and backwards. The G.I. Joe Battle Tank.
Smash the blockade.
Batteries.
What a tank.
Each sold separately. The G.I. Joe motorized battle tank comes with G.I. Joe batteries not included from Hasbro.
That crap's worth a lot of money now.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble.
Are those the new Joes, Destro?
Yes, Commander.
Who's on the watchtower?
That's the Jungle Trooper. Codename Commando.
And manning the howitzer?
That's the Flamethrower. Codename Glowforce. And the Hill Jumper. Codename Ripcord.
Who's by the bivouac?
That's the Dog Handler. Codename
That's Junkyard.
And his
Oh, no.
dog, Junkyard.
Oh, this Junkyard. Junkyard and Mud.
Last of Cobra.
Watchtower, Howitzer, Bivouac, and G.I. Joe figures each sold separately from Hasbro.
Cobra's starting our plan.
A lot of them I didn't have, though. I had, like, the later ones.
It's the G.I. Joe Falcon Glider, flying high in the sky, sailing through the air. He's America's fighter. G.I. Joe can fly. He's a real American
Now that there.
hero, flying high in the sky.
Now you get pissed if you went and threw that thing and got stuck up in the tree. You know, but I know you gotta go up there and try to throw something at the tree to get it down. Know about that? It gets stuck in the tree. Okay, or the figure's getting stuck on the roof of the house, and nothing you can do about it. Know about that? You'll be angry.
He's chasing Cobra in a desperate race. soaring and diving in a great sky chase.
Did it, Joe?
G.I. Joe Falcon Glider and Cobra Viper Glider sold separately. Figures included from Hasbro.
Okay, figures included. That's more like
Whenever
it.
there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
It's a Cobra attack. Get the G.I. Joe.
I remember that. I remember the hovercraft now.
G.I. Joe Hovercraft.
Now I remember that. That was in the catalog. I used to sweat that Joe catalog, sweating that. I never could get that vehicle though. I know it probably sits perfectly on the water, but I know for a fact I remember that in the catalog. That in the catalog, and what's his name, Serpentor. That was in the catalog. I remember seeing that two or three times in that little booklet.
Holds 9 Joes. It's the big new way to bring the Joe team into action, and it floats on water.
Release this charges. Yo, Joe. Chase that Cobra. Way to go, Joe.
G.I. Joe Hovercraft comes with driver, other figures, and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
He'll fight for free.
I remember. I'm trying to think. I think the little vehicles were maybe like $15 or $20 back then. And then those big, like that boat or the what you call that thing, the space shuttles or spaceship, that crap was like $50, $60, something like that. Now it's $100 and something. It might have been 40, but still that was a lot back then.
Wherever there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Cobra invasion. Get the G.I. Joe Sky Striker. Ace the airborne. Let's get those turkeys. We're gonna get
I had that
this
figure.
time. Our combat jets are on the way. Hey, check my missiles.
Don't know. Forgot his name.
Everybody
What was
okay?
his
Great.
name?
I'm going down for a closer look. Way to go, Joe.
G.I. Joe Sky Striker comes with Ace and 2 parachutes.
Okay,
Other
yeah, I
figures
remember that
sold
figure.
separately from
I don't know
Hasbro.
what happened to the airplane, but okay.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four. We do family dinner every week. That's up. Stop, Jerry.
Cobra Rattler. It's the wickedest weapon yet, you know. Rattler's gonna get G.I. Joe.
I remember that.
Introducing the Cobra Rattler.
Super missile.
The wings that would turn. I forgot all about that.
It's the Rattlers.
G.I. Joe is there.
Wrong number. That belongs. No, Joe.
Cobra Rattler comes with pilot. Other G.I. Joe and Cobra figures and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
Hasbro's making money, boy.
Introducing the G.I. Joe
Aircraft.
USS Flag Aircraft Carrier. Imagine being...
The aircraft. Don't even start with the aircraft carrier. Let me see. Get back. Get a better picture of it. There we go. Everybody wanted that damn aircraft carrier. That was the roughest damn thing you see. How that thing's worth like $900, and it's gonna stay in the damn store with it, collecting dust and dirt, unless your pockets are loaded. Damn. The USS Flag. That was the roughest thing you seen. It could fit 2 or 3 planes, or was it jets, planes, whatever, on there. That was the roughest. I admit that's the roughest place that you seen. Probably hard as hell to put together back there, but it was the roughest thing you seen. I know a vintage toy store. I think a vintage toy store had that a few times. I think it always sells. People are always looking for that. I think that's the biggest piece that G.I. Joe ever made. Because Hasbro wasn't screwing around. Back then in G.I. Joe, that line was popular. It was something serious. They made vehicles and stuff for everything.
G.I. Joe USS Flag Aircraft Carrier. Imagine being on the deck of this aircraft carrier.
The USS Flag is fantastic. It's so big. We're gonna get middle launch station. Get ready to launch aircraft. Where's the aircraft?
I don't think that came with no figure. I can't remember.
G.I. Joe.
Fire! Beast on Cobra. Yo, Joe.
G.I. Joe USS Flag Aircraft Carrier comes with what you see here. Other figures and equipment.
Oh, it does come with a
separately
figure.
from
Okay.
Hasbro.
Imagine this. Hey, we're behind enemy line. What's that? It's the Cobra Bunker. Follow me. Who's guarding it? Dreadnoughts, Torch, Ripper, and Buzzer. Let's kill the Joe. The G.I. Joe checkpoint. Who's the commando? Snake Eyes. And there's Alpine. And Airtight. And the
G.I. Joe Air Defense, G.I. Joe Checkpoint, Cobra
See, they had so many. They had like 100 different, 100 different accessories back then.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Cobra's attacking! We're outnumbered! G.I. Joe to the rescue!
The G.I. Joe personnel carrier holds 28 members of the G.I. Joe team.
Let's
Damn,
go!
that's
Go
whole
get the
28
members
figures.
of the G.I. Joe team! Here's Torpedo.
What about having the G.I. I don't know about that.
Joe team aboard him!
I don't know about I seen that. Let me see. He had the G.I. Joes on his hip belt. Know about that? Wait a minute. That was something there. I don't know if I went past it or not. Hold on.
Rescue!
The G.I. Joe personnel carrier holds 28 members of the G.I. Joe team.
Let's go!
No.
Go get the new members of the G.I. Joe!
How about the G.I. Joes on your hip? Know about that? I remember there was a G.I. Joe case in my folks' basement. Never went down there to get it. It was scary as hell. It was super dark back there. But I seen this huge G.I. Joe case sitting back there. And it messed around and probably got thrown out. I was like, damn. When I was little. It was just sitting back there. Probably got it from a garage sale. It was found like hundreds of Joes and all kinds of crap there. Garage sale. Just sitting back there.
Here's Torpedo and Tripwire! Get the Joe team aboard him! Move him out!
G.I. Joe.
The G.I. Joe personnel carrier holds 28 Joe team members, each sold separately from Hasbro.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Leo Joe sees Cobra's new weapon, Hiss! Destro's a genius!
Oh, the Hiss tank.
Hiss is unbeatable! To track
That's
him
the
down,
original Hiss
call
tank.
in the Wolverine! Go get him, Cover Girl!
G.I. Joe, American hero.
So long, Wolverine! Very close!
That ain't the. Okay, that's not
Wolverine's
it.
in trouble.
I remember that too.
Destro,
That wasn't
look!
it.
Hiss is ready!
G.I. Joe, Wolverine, and Cobra's Hiss, each with figure, other
I'm
figures,
think-
and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
I'm thinking of the. Hold on. I'm thinking of the other tank, where like it has this piece on it and it flips over into like a bridge or something like that. I don't think that's not it. That's not it.
Each with figure, other figures, and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
It's Major Blood and the Cobra
Major
Copter!
Blood.
They're after Gong Ho! Get the G.I. Joe Dragonfly Copter! Wild Bill
remember
to the
that.
rescue! Major Blood, look! Let's get out of here! Cobra's turning tail! Wanna live good, buddy?
Have that little ass. Of course, he could.
Dragonfly copter comes with wild
The other
figures and
little
equipment
helicopter
sold separately
wouldn't do
from
nothing
Hasbro.
with the dragonfly. Come on now.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra and Destro, fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for freedom over land and
Keep saying Cobra and
G.I. Joe
Destro.
battle tank batteries not included. G.I. Joe Dragonfly copter and attack vehicle, each sold.
I don't know why they keep saying Cobra and Destro. The leader is Cobra Commander, not Destro. Unless they're talking about the time when he got turned into the snake, or the time or when he got the boot. But Cobra Commander is the leader. Come on now.
Separately from Hasbro.
Cobra Commander, he is the enemy. He's the enemy of G.I. Joe.
Escaping! He's escaping in the Cobra Claw! Get the Nick Jones and get him aboard the Skyhawk!
Introducing Duke, Roadblock, and Spirit.
I had Spirit. I remember that.
American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Cobra Commander got away! But we captured Storm Shadow! Yo, Joe!
G.I. Joe Skyhawk.
Yeah, I did have
Cobra
Storm
figures
Shadow.
and Cobra Claws sold separately from Hasbro. This is it, the Cobra Sea Ray.
I remember that.
Incredible Sea Ray.
Didn't even know I knew what the hell the name was. I remember that.
A one-man armored glider. For attacking on snow and ice, the Cobra Wolf with twin laser
I remember
cannons
that
and
too.
special speed torpedoes.
The Techno Viper!
Oh, I had the Techno Viper. Yeah, it's memory coming back
G.I. Joe,
now.
Cobra Sea Ray, Cobra Wolf, and other vehicles and figures sold separately.
I remember all that now. That was something there.
What makes
That was something. Because I remember the Techno Viper, okay. Picking it up out of World War, okay. Little kids opening up the packages. God, what are you doing? Picking that up. That's something. Out of there. What else was in there? Cobra bat. Yeah. And that other vehicle they just showed, the guy with the red mask. I remember that. Fighting over those figures with my cousin, trying to pick him up. Shoot. And what else they had back then? Was it 100? I don't know. They had crap loads of vehicles and stuff. I remember all that. The memories coming back, and I remember I had that big helicopter. It was like tan and camouflage. I can't remember what it was called, but it was tan and camouflage. And then I had the tank, but it wasn't the green tank. It was tan colored. I think that tank took batteries, but I can't. It's been so damn long. Okay, then Sergeant Slaughter. Okay, Sergeant Slaughter with the camo pants, but I never had the other Sergeant Slaughter. Then the Sergeant Slaughter with the mail away with the GI Joe logo on the side of his pants. Remember that? Yeah, but I didn't have a lot of the main characters. I had General Hawk, but didn't have Duke. It's General Hawk, Beachhead, Lowlight, and some I can't think of all that crap. But yeah, and like I said, the Cobra bat and the Techno Viper. I remember that. Cause I remember just his hand came off, and you put a missile or something up there. He's about taking his hand off. Oh yeah, that's memories there, boy. Now all that crap is worth, oh boy, worth as much as your car insurance. That okay? Okay, $350 for the whole lot. Know about that? More like $550 now. It's inflation business.